if you have the world's fastest shifting gearbox like we have here, you also want to have the lowest inertia engine to...
Picture an engine no bigger than a backpack, yet powerful enough to outmuscle a McLaren 765 LT. Now picture it weighing less than the suitcase you check at the airport. Sounds unreal, right? Not anymore. After years of rumors, leaked patents, and scattered spy photos, Koenigsegg has finally lifted the veil on what could be the most groundbreaking engineering leap since the birth of the internal combustion engine. Meet the dark matter engine. An 800 horsepower, 86-pound powerhouse. It's not a prototype. It's not a concept. It's the real deal.
So, what does this dark matter do here in this car? Well, it does several things.
Officially announced by Koenigsegg, with the kind of restrained swagger only they could pull off, this featherweight titan marks a seismic shift in performance engineering. This will change everything.
The technology in this car is otherworldly. It's never seen before technology put together with a tiny friendly giant engine.
The impact goes far beyond just supercars. The dark matter engine is set to shake up aerospace, motorsports, marine tech, and even breathe new life into the supposedly dying world of internal combustion. While the auto industry speeds toward electrification, Koenigsegg has chosen a bold and arguably even riskier route, pushing combustion to its ultimate limit and completely rethinking what it can be.
It's more boost, more spark,
Fantastic.
more power, more acceleration.
In an era when most manufacturers are downsizing or plugging in, Koenigsegg just gave the piston engine a new lease on life. Not just better, not just lighter. This engine redefines what's possible. Let's take a deep dive into the world's lightest 800 horsepower engine and the Swedish hypercar company crazy enough and brilliant enough to build it.
There you go. Seemingly the world's fastest revving production engine.
Koenigsegg's legacy of innovation. To grasp the significance of the dark matter engine, you first need to understand the minds bold enough to bring it to life. Koenigsegg isn't just a car company, it's a renegade lab of mechanical obsession, constantly pushing limits and rewriting the rules. Tucked away in the quiet town of Ängelholm, Sweden, Christian von Koenigsegg and his small, fiercely dedicated team have spent over 2 decades earning a reputation, not by chasing trends, but by tearing up the rulebook and starting from scratch. From day one, Koenigsegg has chased innovation with fearless ambition. Their first major release, the CC8S, shocked the world by blending hand-built artistry with aerospace-grade engineering. That legacy grew with the CCR and CCX, machines built with one obsession, absolute speed. But speed alone wasn't enough. Koenigsegg had to do it their own way. That relentless drive led to Free Valve, a radical camless engine system using pneumatic, hydraulic, and electronic controls in place of traditional valve trains. It sounded like science fiction, but it wasn't. It worked, and it delivered an unprecedented level of control over intake and exhaust, rewriting what was thought possible. Next came the Jesco's Lightspeed Transmission, LST, a gearbox so responsive and fast it blew past the limits of conventional dual-clutch systems. Even the brand's suspension designs refused to play by the old rules. Take the triplex system from the Agera, a setup that delivered both vertical and anti-squat damping simultaneously, something no one had dared attempt in a road car before. Koenigsegg's obsession with lightweight materials, wild aerodynamics, and bespoke powertrains has made them the go-to name when you ask, what if we just did things our way? But what truly sets Koenigsegg apart is its size. Unlike powerhouses like Ferrari, Porsche, or Bugatti, Koenigsegg operates with a tiny team, but one that thinks big. And time and again, this close-knit group has out-innovative companies with armies of engineers and endless funding. The dark matter engine isn't a break from this legacy. It's the purest form of it. Everything stripped to the bone and reimagined with exotic materials, bold thinking, and fearless engineering. Koenigsegg didn't just improve combustion, they reignited its soul. What is the dark matter engine? If the name sounds like it belongs in a Marvel movie, that's totally on purpose. The dark matter engine is just as mysterious, powerful, and mind-bending as its cosmic inspiration. Koenigsegg finally revealed this engine after years of rumors, and it packs an unbelievable 800 horsepower while tipping the scales at only 86 pounds. To put that in perspective, a typical V8 engine usually weighs between 450 and 600 pounds. Even small electric motors with similar power can't match this level of weight efficiency. So, what makes it so special? The dark matter engine is an ultra-compact, high-performance combustion unit that completely shatters traditional engine design rules. It doesn't fit into any familiar category. It's not a downsized V8, a tuned inline 4, or some hybrid boosted trick. It's an entirely new approach, a revolutionary redesign of internal combustion, right down to the molecular level. At the core of this innovation is its advanced materials science. Koenigsegg has reportedly combined carbon composite casings, titanium internals, and aerospace-grade ceramics for heat protection. Every part is designed to be super lightweight, yet strong enough to handle extreme RPMs and temperatures. Its modular design hints at versatility across different uses, from hypercars and drones to even aerospace applications. It's compact enough for mid-engine sports cars, but powerful enough to compete with full-sized racing engines. Early info suggests the engine uses a single-cylinder setup with multiple combustion chambers, a bold break from traditional multi-cylinder designs. This allows for easy scaling, smooth torque delivery, and outstanding fuel efficiency. The dark matter name. Why dark matter? Because much like the real dark matter believed to make up most of the universe, this engine represents an unseen force, a dense, almost invisible powerhouse that radically shifts everything it touches. The name evokes mystery, power, and a deep scientific foundation. It's also a statement of intent. This isn't just another engine, it's a whole new class of propulsion. And yet, it's not just a marvel of power and lightness. It's what it doesn't have that really sets it apart. Gone are bulky ancillaries like traditional cooling systems, radiators, and even camshafts. Early technical documentation hints at an integrated thermal loop system and solid-state ignition architecture, pointing to a system that's not only ultra-light, but also ultra-efficient. The real magic lies in the numbers. 800 horsepower at under 90 pounds puts the power-to-weight ratio at an unprecedented level, nearly 10 horsepower per pound. For comparison, the Bugatti Chiron, with 1,500 horsepower and a 4,400-pound curb weight, achieves around 0.34 horsepower per pound overall. That's not just an upgrade, it's a category reset. Engineering breakdown inside the 800 horsepower, 86-pound marvel, stripped of its sci-fi mystique and wrapped in the raw rigor of engineering. Koenigsegg's dark matter engine is nothing short of a mechanical revelation. Producing 800 horsepower while weighing just 86 pounds isn't a feat of magic. It's the result of radically rethinking how engines are built, powered, cooled, and integrated. Every detail, from the way it ignites fuel to how it manages heat, has been reconstructed from the ground up to deliver unprecedented performance in an impossibly compact form. At the core of its power output is a combustion process that pushes the boundaries of what's physically possible. With ultra-high compression ratios rumored to hover around 18:1, the dark matter engine extracts every ounce of energy from its fuel source. Rather than relying on traditional turbochargers or superchargers, it employs what Koenigsegg calls a multi-phase induction loop, a novel air-fuel delivery system believed to use pulse tuning and wave resonance to maximize intake efficiency. This ensures precise, dense fuel-air mixtures across a wide rev range, all without the lag or weight penalties of conventional forced induction. Further pushing the envelope, the dark matter engine replaces the age-old spark plug with solid-state plasma ignition. This allows combustion to begin with far greater precision and speed, improving both efficiency and power delivery. The result is a burn that's not only cleaner and faster, but also incredibly consistent. This next-generation ignition system helps drive torque output into territory traditionally reserved for much larger engines, all while minimizing fuel waste and emissions. Cooling, often a major limiting factor in high-performance engines, has been revolutionized as well. Where most engines depend on bulky radiators, fans, coolant loops, and water pumps, the dark matter discards them entirely. Instead, it utilizes an integrated thermal management system that likely leverages micro-channel heat exchangers or phase-change materials to draw heat away from critical areas without relying on liquid circulation. This results in a more compact, lightweight, and silent cooling architecture that dramatically reduces mechanical complexity and eliminates common failure points. Koenigsegg also designed this engine to embrace the future of fuel. Built with versatility in mind, the dark matter is compatible with multiple fuel types, including advanced biofuels, synthetic e-fuels, and carbon-neutral hydrocarbons. Thanks to the precision of plasma ignition and hyper-efficient combustion, emissions are reportedly low enough to rival hybrid drivetrains, offering the rare promise of supercar performance with a footprint light enough for the clean energy era. Just as important as how the engine runs is how it fits into a car. The dark matter is tailored to integrate seamlessly with Koenigsegg's existing drivetrain architecture, especially the light-speed transmission found in the Jesko and other models. Its compact size and intelligent torque delivery enable it to work almost like an electric motor, offering instantaneous throttle response, lightning-fast revs, and explosive acceleration without sacrificing the drama and sound of combustion. Koenigsegg even ditched the flywheel, giving the engine near-instantaneous reaction time under throttle input, making gear transitions and corner exits feel brutally responsive. Weight reduction is perhaps where the engineering becomes most radical. The block and head are forged from a proprietary ceramic composite alloy that offers extreme heat resistance while remaining incredibly light. The crankshaft may be constructed from hollow titanium or a carbon-titanium hybrid, while the valve train is managed entirely through Koenigsegg's camless free-valve system. That means no cams, no timing chains, and no belt-driven accessories. A dry sump lubrication system using micropulse oil delivery further reduces the volume and mass of moving oil. And even basic engine accessories, alternators, starters, and oil pumps have either been eliminated or integrated directly into the housing. The result is a power unit that does more with fewer parts and weighs less than a fully loaded carry-on bag. The dark matter engine isn't just a leap forward, it's a full-body teleport into the future of propulsion. Every gram shaved, every spark optimized, every subsystem reimagined. This is Koenigsegg's engineering philosophy realized in its purest form. Testing and validation. from lab speculation to road-ready weapon. Dreaming up engineering marvels is one thing. Making sure they work flawlessly in the real world is another. What sets Koenigsegg apart from the countless vaporware startups and garage-built prototypes? They don't just create cutting-edge technology, they rigorously prove it under the harshest conditions possible. The dark matter engine, despite its almost unbelievable specs, is no exception. Behind the scenes in Engelholm, it has already endured thousands of hours of simulations, bench tests, and live fire trials, all to guarantee it not only hits its insane performance numbers, but can survive them too. The first phase of validation started with advanced finite element analysis, FEA, and computational fluid dynamics, CFD, modeling, tools Koenigsegg applies with aerospace-level accuracy. The engine was stress-tested virtually, simulating everything from brutal Nürburgring laps to high-altitude startups and long thermal soak sessions. These simulations were crucial for fine-tuning the engine's core design before a single part was even manufactured. This allowed Koenigsegg to perfect the combustion chamber shapes, thermal flow routes, and stress distribution throughout the entire powertrain. Once prototypes were built, the focus shifted to static bench testing, where the engine ran wide open at full load for hours straight. Thermal data was collected to verify the innovative cooling system could keep temperatures stable without external help. Vibration tests were also a key part of this phase, especially important for a high-revving engine built with ultralight materials prone to resonance fatigue. One of the most cutting-edge aspects of their testing is Koenigsegg's digital twin validation process. Every physical engine has a matching digital model that exchanges data in real time, so any oddities in oil pressure, fuel delivery, or heat management can be adjusted almost instantly in both the real engine and its software controls. This real-time feedback loop lets Koenigsegg refine engine performance down to the molecular level, long before a customer ever turns the key. But the true test? Taking it out on the road. Despite much of the development being done behind closed doors, Koenigsegg confirms that dark matter-powered test mules have already hit the track. Hidden inside camouflaged versions of their Gemira platform, the engine has been pushed through intense launches, sustained high-speed runs, and real-world conditions like cold starts, stop-and-go traffic, and idling, all without any catastrophic failures reported. This isn't just proof of toughness. It's clear evidence the dark matter engine isn't just a high-tech experiment. It's a production-ready powerhouse. Koenigsegg has also hinted that third-party endurance trials are underway, likely involving suppliers, regulatory labs, and possibly even aerospace contractors. These validation layers are critical not just for meeting road legal emissions and safety standards, but also for ensuring the engine can be adapted to other industries. Think lightweight aircraft propulsion, high-performance marine engines, or even modular hybrid generators for electric supercars. In the end, Koenigsegg didn't just build an engine, they built a benchmark, and then made damn sure it could back up every outrageous claim with data, durability, and day-one readiness. Applications beyond the hypercar, a propulsion paradigm shift. Though the dark matter engine was created in the prestigious Koenigsegg hypercar division, its potential goes way beyond just fancy supercars. An internal combustion engine pumping out 800 horsepower while weighing only 86 pounds isn't just a breakthrough in car performance. It's a whole new way of thinking about power-to-weight design. And industries far from the racetrack are already paying attention. First up is the most obvious field, aerospace. In aviation, every pound counts. Saving weight means huge gains in range and fuel efficiency. Traditional aircraft piston engines are bulky, hard to maintain, and stuck in old technology. But a dark matter-based engine could cut engine weight by up to 80% while keeping or even boosting power. Picture light planes or personal flying vehicles with suitcase-sized engines delivering jet-level thrust, but with the smooth control of a sports car. This isn't just a dream, it's already being explored. Sources close to Koenigsegg say they're in early talks with aerospace companies, and there's buzz that drone and UAV makers are especially interested in its modular, flexible design. Next is the marine industry, where weight isn't as critical, but reliability and performance under long, heavy use are key. Most powerful boats still use heavy V8s or diesel engines that run hot and aren't eco-friendly. The dark matter engine's clean burn, low heat, and small size could change marine propulsion forever. Boats, yachts, and even autonomous watercraft could become faster, quieter, and way more efficient. Its self-cooling and low vibration could make fitting it into hulls easier without the heavy insulation marine engines usually need. On land, motorcycles and off-road vehicles could benefit hugely. An 800 horsepower engine light enough for a dirt bike sounds crazy, and it is in the best way. Adventure bikes, race machines, military ATVs, and autonomous ground vehicles could all gain from a powerful, compact engine that doesn't rely on electric motors, heavy batteries, or charging stations. The dark matter engine could be a game changer here. Even hybrid and electric vehicles might welcome this engine. Koenigsegg has already shown with the JRA that hybrid tech is part of its future. But unlike typical hybrids that use bulky, inefficient gas engines for range, a dark matter unit could be small enough to fit into any EV, acting as a super efficient, low-emission generator to charge batteries while driving. This could help close the gap between pure electric and combustion engine performance, a challenge the auto industry still faces. Beyond vehicles, the engine's potential as a generator is huge. In remote locations, off-grid energy setups, or emergency backup power, having a small engine that delivers massive output with little fuel and almost no upkeep could replace large, clunky diesel generators. Its quiet and clean-running nature also makes it perfect for sensitive environments. What makes this all possible is dark matter's modular design. Unlike traditional engines built for one use, this was designed to be flexible, able to scale up or down, fit into different setups, and connect with various drivetrains or energy systems. It's more than just an engine. It's a propulsion platform. Koenigsegg may have built it to dominate horsepower, but in doing so, they've created something that could redefine movement on land, sea, air, and even space. For Koenigsegg, this engine represents decades of breaking the rules. Their dedication to free-valve technology, their experiments with hybrid and electric systems, and now their complete redesign of combustion engines all show one clear fact. This company doesn't follow trends, it creates them. With dark matter, Koenigsegg isn't just competing in the hypercar world anymore. They're joining the bigger conversation about how the future will be powered. And that conversation won't just be for wealthy car collectors. As the technology grows and scales up, dark matter could spread into new areas: light aircraft, off-grid energy, military logistics, marine engines. These aren't just side projects anymore. They're emerging markets, and with its engine now proven and close to production, Koenigsegg stands right at the heart of a revolution across multiple industries. This moment also challenges the world to rethink what's possible. For too long, energy debates have been split in two: combustion or electric, old or new. The dark matter engine proves there's a third option, a smarter one, that uses human innovation to break limits instead of giving in to them. This is no longer just about speed. It's about reinvention. It's about reimagining what's possible when engineering isn't tied down by old rules or forced compromises. It's about believing that the machines we create don't just move us, they shape who we are. Do you think the dark matter engine is the future of high-performance propulsion? Or is electric power the only path forward? Share your thoughts in the comments below. That's all from us. Until next time.